Hi, this is Gregg Burgard from Rio Grande's Jewelry Tech team. Today I'd like to talk to you about our Argentium Silver sheet and a few things to consider when selecting it for your next project. If you're on YouTube, check out the product links in the description below, or if you're on our website, just search Argentium Silver sheet. Now let's get started. First of all, Argentium is a patented and trademarked alloy with a higher purity than sterling silver. Argentium consists of 93.5% silver, 5.3% copper, and 1.2% germanium. That little bit of germanium offers several advantages. It displays a bright white color, reduces fire scale, minimizes tarnish, and allows Argentium to fuse, weld, and granulate easily. The most important advantage that Argentium has over regular sterling silver is its tarnish resistance. The germanium on the surface of the metal slows the formation of oxides that cause tarnish. This is also why Argentium can be easily fused, which can be very handy when a solder design is not possible. For example, a design that would be enameled at 1500 degrees Fahrenheit and all the solder joints would fall apart. Let's talk about gauge, the differences, and what you might do with them. The gauge or thickness of sheet can seem a little counterintuitive. The higher the gauge, the thinner the sheet. For example, this 30 gauge is much thinner than this 14 gauge. So when we want to make higher wear items, like rings and bracelets, it's best to choose a heavier, thicker gauge sheet. For bracelets, 20 gauge would be a minimum, and 18 gauge would be my first choice. For rings, I wouldn't make them thicker than 12 gauge. Any thicker than that can be uncomfortable to wear between the fingers. A good recommendation for earrings would be 24 gauge, and 26 gauge if they are very small. 24 gauge would also work for small to regular size pendants. I would choose 22 gauge for very large pendants. Something to keep in mind. These are general recommendations based on my 40+ years working in the jewelry industry. They are an excellent starting point and are the most commonly used gauges for these categories. I hope this review of Argentium was helpful. If you have any further questions, contact us.